Here's the worst foods for histamine intolerance. Number one, anything that has microbial growth. So think about what could grow microbes. This is your fermented foods, which are really good for gut health, but can be really bad for histamine intolerance. So fermented foods of any type. This includes yogurt, kombuchas, kimchi, sauerkrauts, anything like that. But there's also a fermentation process or a high microbe load that comes into play for any sort of wine or beer, these types of things. It can also happen for all cheeses. And then of course, unfortunately, foods like chocolate have a lot of microbes as well. And that leads us to another secret source of histamine that a lot of people need to cut out for 30 days or so as they get their histamine intolerance under control. And that's actually leftovers. And you could have you could have like low histamine foods. And then if you let them just be around, they're gonna grow microbes. Microbes will grow. That's just what life does. And then even if you microwave it the next day to eat it, there's still those bacteria cells, those microbe cells there, and that can drive up your histamine. So in general, those are the worst offending food groups and the worst offending types of foods. So if you're struggling with histamine intolerance, my idea for you would be to cut those out for the next 30, 60 days. Many of those are not necessarily critical for your long-term health. But in the meantime, you need to introduce things that are actually going to help lower your histamine bucket and then allow you to reincorporate some of these foods should you want to in the future. Don't just eliminate them forever and think that some sort of restricted lifestyle is going to be the way for you to deal with this. It will not. I'm Steven, the Healthy Gut Guy. Follow for more.